Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada.
Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada.
Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada.
Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada.
Om Namo Bhagavate Dakshinamurtaye Mahyam Medham Prajnam Prayacha Swaha.
Om Namo Bhagavate Dakshinamurtaye Mahyam Medam Prajnam Prayacha Swaha.
Very good. Thank you. Okay, so Namo Namaha. Welcome to the Sanskriti session. So last session on Sunday, we heard this beautiful song, Bharata Desha Hitaya, sung by Geeta ma'am. Okay, and a song composed by our Guruji, Swami Dayananda Saraswati. Yeah, Puja Swamiji has composed 18 songs and they're all in Sanskritam. Yeah, beautiful songs on many gods and goddesses. And this is on the goddess who is our Bharat Mata. Okay. Now coming to the name of the country, in this song, Geeta ma'am explained, that it is named after Bharat. Yeah. And we have many Bharats. We have had many Bharats. Okay. So who knows which Bharat do you know? Is my first question. Then we'll have a quiz. Okay, we'll start with.
I know Lord Rama's brother Bharat.
Yeah, we'll come to you.
Even I'm the same. In Ramayana, Lord Rama's younger brother called Bharat. His name.
Correct. Very good. So the first Bharat is the most common Bharat we know. That is Sri Rama's younger brother. Right? Any other Bharats? Sai? Same Bharat or a different one? Do you know?
Ma'am, in Hindi we call it as Bharat. That's what.
Yeah, Bharat is the name of our country, right? And named after a Bharat. So one Bharat Khushi has told us. Any other Bharats you know?
Ma'am, Mahabharata.
Okay. Mahabharatam is same thing. See, Mahabharatam is the name of the country which was much bigger than what it is today. Okay. Now we have lost some parts of the country, north, south, east and west. So it is Kutti Bharatam today. Okay, but I want the name of other Bharats from our past, glorious past. Anyone knows? Okay, so I will tell you. So one Bharat, another Bharat is the son of Dushyant. There was a great king Dushyant, and his wife, he married a beautiful girl called Shakuntala. No? And they had a son, Bharat, who was very, very brave. And, his mother, was living in the forest with her parents. And so this Bharat that was born used to play with tigers and lion babies. Yeah, he was so brave. Then he grew up to be the great Bharat king, son of Dushyant, after whom our great country is named. Okay. Then there is another Bharat of Srimad Bhagavatam, Jada Bharat. Jada Bharat was a great king and then he became a jnani. He gave up the whole kingdom. He said, I want wisdom, and goes to the forest and does tapas. Then there is one more Bharat, and that is the Bharata Muni of the Natya Shastra. Khushi may know about this. She is learning Bharatanatyam. So, all this mudras and the art forms. So there was a great sage also called Bharat, and who wrote about theater and dance and art forms. So he was also Bharat. So Bharatas have served our country, and that was explained by Geeta ma'am only last Sunday, and that's how our country is named. Now, what is the meaning of Bharat? Anybody knows? Bharat. Aditya, no? You're unmuted, Sai. Go ahead.
Amma, I guess so. It's like mother of India.
Mother?
Something, I don't remember that.
Okay. Doesn't matter. So in the word Bharat, Bha, Bha or Bhas means to shine, means knowledge. And Rata means the one who revels, one who, enjoys. So Bharat means the land that is shining with knowledge. So that is why any pursuit in our country is sacred to us, Sports is divine, politics should be divine, and anything, it is, it is a knowledge, shining with knowledge. And so a Bharatiya, a citizen, aims for excellence in that aspect. That is only one meaning, but I'll tell you more meanings next time. Okay. Now today, as I said, we have a quiz, prepared for some of you, and so I'll hand over to Geeta ma'am, and she will take over for the quiz portion. Virat, can you turn on your video also?
Yes, Namaste, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, I'll share screen, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'll take that option.
Yeah, please. So you all have to be alert now and see if you can answer these questions.
Are you able to see Amma now?
It's just starting, Geeta. Yeah.
Yes, you're able to see the screen, no? The title screen?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
What you can do, Geeta, is you can maximize it.
Yes, I can put on slideshow if I can. Let me see.
Slideshow, yeah. Then it will be more maximized.
Able to put on your screen share.
Okay, no question yet, Sai, so you need not raise your hand.
Only next to animation.
Next to animation, where should I?
On top, slideshow. Slideshow is given on top. See.
I'm able to see the black color band here with mute, stop video, participants, chart, new share, pause share, remote control, apps, more. That's all.
Come down.
So that has to, I have to hide that screen, then I'll be able to see in the Microsoft. That black band is I'm not able to remove.
Minimum matter, Geeta, just continue.
That one. So you're able to see the screen only very small, no?
No, it's fairly big.
Okay. So not able to put on slideshow because that black band is preventing me from doing anything further. How to remove that black band? That has to come down.
Okay, Sai wants to say something.
Yes.
Amma, in there'll be some green on the down portion.
You are screen sharing, it is there.
Yes, ma'am. When you click that, drag it down.
Okay. Click and drag.
Yes.
Thank you. So sweet. See how much I have learned today. Nice. Now I can put the slideshow. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sai.
Yes. Now you're able to see it better, isn't it, Amma? Yes. Yes. Good evening, children, and good evening to all. So the nation is celebrating its 75th independence on August 15th, and all of us, the whole year, we are celebrating Azadi Ka Amrita Mahotsav. So at this time, it is important that all of us know the great leaders and the great kings who instilled the Samskriti in our country. who made the country what it is right now. So we have got a short quiz and followed by, so I want you to answer. Amma will tell who will be answering. Okay, so I will directly go with the question. Name the ruler of the Iron Age in South Asia, who founded the Maurya dynasty. Why should we remember him even today? Yes.
You had it on separate screen, no, earlier or no?
No, this is PowerPoint only. First I have these questions, then the explanation for each question. That comes in the next slide.
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, yes, I will repeat. Name the ruler of Iron Age in South Asia who founded the Maurya dynasty. Why should we remember him even today?
Okay, Khushi.
Amma, King Ashoka.
No.
Okay, Virat.
Amma Chandragupta Maurya.
Yes, correct. Correct. So you keep the answer. We'll go move to the next question. All the 6 questions, then we will know more about each question.
Okay.
So Chandragupta Maurya is the correct answer. Who assisted? So we'll see the next one. Which queen had her maiden name as Manikarnika Tambe? What was her contribution to our Bharat?
Aditya.
Ma'am, Rani of Jhansi, ma'am.
Yes. Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi. Yes, very good.
And
Excellent.
what was her contribution, Aditya?
She fought with the British, ma'am, and she regained Jhansi because Jhansi was under British control. That's
Jhansi is in which place? Any idea? Had been in which place?
it's near like Uttar Pradesh, ma'am.
Yes, correct. Very good. Excellent. Then next question. We'll move on to the next question. Name the hero of our freedom struggle who popularized the slogan Inqilab Zindabad even when he was a teenager. He was hanged at the age of 23 along with 2 of his companion social activists. So name this person.
You read the question on the screen.
Yes. Name the hero of our freedom struggle who popularized the slogan Inqilab Zindabad even when he was a teenager. He was hanged at the young age of 23 along with 2 of his companion social activists. So name the person.
Yeah, I meant even they all should read on the screen, but yeah, thank you for reading.
Yeah, I will read, ma'am. I put it on slideshow. I don't know whether they are able to read or not.
No, we can all.
Yes. Okay.
Let's see, only 2 hands. What about this? Okay, then let me ask Sai.
Amma, I don't know this one. I raised for the first one.
Okay. Khushi?
Amma, Bhagat Singh.
Yes. Correct.
Yes, very good.
Shahid Bhagat Singh is called as Shahid is a martyr. He died for the cause of our country. So he's called Shahid in Hindi. And in English, we call as martyr. Then, who flew? Next one. Who flew the first national flag?
Who flew means you want to explain the person or
The person. Just to name the person. Then we can explain later. I will explain. Who flew the first national flag? It was a lady.
Oh, a lady. That's a
Yes.
clue. That's a
Yeah, that's the clue.
Virat, do you know this?
She stitched the national flag and then flew it very boldly.
Aditri says Chintala 4183. What is that, Aditri? Let me unmute you. Where are you? Yes. Aditri, can tell us.
it's Indira Gandhi.
No child.
Okay.
She flew it in another country boldly.
Okay, Yashika.
Annie Beeson, ma'am.
No, dear. No, it is not Bani Besant.
No, any this.
Yes.
Okay. Sai.
Anyone?
Oh, and Hanshit.
I don't know who flew, but in our school they said that the person who stitched our national flag and gave it to Gandhiji's Timbala Venkaya or something. It is.
No, not that
Ma'am,
person.
Can I answer?
Yes, please.
Bikachi Rostam Kama.
Bikaji Rastam Kama. Yes, correct. Bikaji Rastam Kama. Correct.
Have you
Then-
read about it, Virat? Where did you read this?
I was just looking at great leaders and then I found her name and I found her description.
Yes,
Okay, good.
very good. Then next, name the great Maratha king who founded the Maratha Empire. He was known for his unfathomable courage that won him numerous wars against the Mughals. He fought with bravery, with great courage.
This is very easy.
Come
Jain.
on, yes.
Can you, even if you guess, you will be right.
Amma, can I answer?
One second. I'm trying to give everybody a chance. Jain and then no? No. Okay. Who asked me?
Virat.
Virat, you've already answered once. 1 minute. Let me ask Khushi. Yes.
Amma Shivaji Maharaj.
Shivaji, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Correct. Yes,
Yes.
exactly. So the last question we have. So we'll read more about it. I've got slides to show you a little more about those people. So last question. Name the Indian freedom fighter from Tamil Nadu who floated the first homemade ship and found the Swadeshi Steam Navigation Company in 1906. Yes.
Ma'am, is it VOC, ma'am? Rosie Chidambaranathan.
Yes, correct. Babu Chidambaranathan. Babu Chidambaranar. Kappalotiya Tamilan. He was the first to float the ship in our country. So he is called Kappal Otiya Tamilan. Tamilan. Kappalai Otiyavan, Kappal Otiya Tamilan. He is very commonly called as. Only if you say Kappal Otiya Tamilan, anybody will be able to answer. It is Vavu Chidambaranar. He is the pride of Tamil Nadu. So we'll see one by one all the. Yes, Chandragupta Maurya was a ruler of Ionate South Asia who expanded a geographically extensive kingdom based in Magadha, founded the Magadha dynasty. He did a lot of good things for his people. Every battle, Chatra had a plan, and that was executed by his mentor Chanakya or Kautilya because he was a wise and intelligent man. Chandragupta Maurya was a good king who gave equal rights to men and women. He was the first ruler of India to unify India as one country. So that was his great contribution. Next, we go to Rani Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi. Lakshmi Bai, the Rani of Jhansi, was an Indian queen, the Maharani consort of the Maratha princely state of Jhansi from 1843 to 1853 as the wife of Maharaja Gangadhar Rao, one of the leading figures of the Indian rebellion in 1857. In 1857, what happened as the Sepoy Mutiny, it is called, and became a symbol of resistance to the British Raj for Indian nationalists. Rani Lakshmi Bai, the Queen of Jhansi, Uttar Pradesh, she played a huge role in the revolt of India in 1857, remembered as the bravest queen who fought alone with the Britishers without fearing anyone. Then Shahid Bhagat Singh, Mataya Bhagat Singh. He was an Indian revolutionary freedom fighter who was hanged to death by British colonizers at the age of 23 years. Fondly known as Shahid Bhagat Singh, considered a national hero of India's freedom struggle against colonial rule. As a teenager, Bhagat Singh popularized the slogan of Inquilab Zindabad. This eventually became the catchphrase of our independence movement. So for anything and everything, whenever people raise slogans, this was the main slogan that came into practice. Inquilab Zindabad. We want equality. Then you have Madam Bikaji Kama. Madam Bikaji Kama became the first person to hoist the Indian flag in foreign land on 22nd August 1907. While unfurling the flag at the International Socialist Conference in Stuttgart, Germany, she appealed for equality and autonomy from the British, which had taken over the Indian subcontinent. The design was adopted in 1914 as the emblem of the Berlin Committee, later which came to be known as the Indian Independence Committee. The original flag of Indian independence raised by Kama in Stuttgart is now on display at the Maratha and Kesari Library in Pune. So when you visit Pune, please visit this. You will be able to see the first flag. The flag that she co-designed with Shyamji Krishnavarma later served as a template of the current national flag. Then Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. established a royal name for himself in history with his administrative skills by upholding the Swarajya rules, values, and the Maratha heritage. He was known for his bravery and tactics, with which he won numerous wars against the Mughals. Then B.O. Chidambaram Pillai. Valliyappan Ulaganathan Chidambaram Pillai, also known as Kappalottiya Tamilan, was an Indian freedom fighter and former leader of the Indian National Congress. He founded the Swadeshi Steam Navigation Company in 1906 to compete against the monopoly of the British India Steam Navigation Company. So British had also made the Steam Navigation Company. So he wanted to make his own. He wanted to start Atmanirbhar Bano. So he wanted to start his own steam navigation, Swadeshi Steam Navigation Company. So that he did with great courage, and he overcame all the opposition from the British and started this navigation company. So thank you, children.
Very nice, Geeta. Thank you
Thank you, Amma. Thanks, Amma. Thanks a lot
for preparing such beautiful questions and slides also. So informative, and as Geeta ma'am said, the more we are aware of our rich and brave and golden past, the more we can take our country, forward. We can be instrumental. So we have to know about the rich history, the kings, what sacrifices they made, is it not? And there was one question, I think there was last time we asked that, how would you serve your country? That's Bharat. Any one idea? Anybody thought about this? I know you're all still in school, so the main duty is to study well and to, serve your parents and teachers. But any ideas? Yeah, just a couple, we'll see, and then you can think more about it. Yes?
Amma, charity, donation, helping poor people get onto their 2 feet.
Yes, that is always good. Danam is very nice. Yeah, Kushi?
Mom, planting more trees so that pollution will become less.
Yeah, very good. The green movement, yes. Sai?
Amma, we serve India with we serve the India with prosperity, with truth and prosperity.
By being a truthful citizen, you mean? By being
No, ma'am, by prosperity.
but how? How will you add to the prosperity?
Ma'am, helping poor people and helping help.
Yes. Okay.
And also reduce the pollution with the solar panels for keeping in the buses and all.
Yeah. Okay. Good. All the answers are good. Now, also anyone, I think Aditya, did you want to share something about a great contributor?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I have been working on an essay, ma'am, for a competition in Tamil Nadu, actually, the state government. In that, I wrote an essay about one of the 2 great freedom fighters from Tamil Nadu, ma'am. Actually, I'm going to also tell a story today.
No, you just tell in brief about the 2 freedom fighters today and story another time.
Ma'am, actually, the Maruja brothers were 2 brothers from Tamil Nadu who fought in the 1801 rebellion of South India, the last war of rebellion in South India. After that, there was no war in South India. And actually, they were in their childhood, they were trained in not just in warfare, but also in administration skills. They also built lots of temples and ponds and lakes and reservoirs, such as Kalir Koil temple, ma'am. And they were also like they were also they were also created the rebellion to take back the territory of Sivagangai and other Vinayagapuram, like that. Vijayanagar, ma'am. Virudnagar. And they also they are also like experts in throwing the Indian boomerang. Like, if you know it, the boomerang, if you throw it, it will return back to them. In Tamil, it is called Valeri, ma'am.
Okay, we learned a lot from you, Aditya.
Thank
Geeta
you.
ma'am was nodding, and what you said, I had not heard of it because I'm unaware. But yes, Geeta ma'am, you want to add something to what Aditya said?
This, I will share with you the article, ma'am. It came just 2-3 weeks back on a Saturday. We had this article about this Maridam brothers.
Okay.
Maridam brothers. They belong to Ambasamudram near Shivagangai Falls, about that.
Okay.
That area they belong to.
Yeah,
Yes.
wonderful.
Freedom fighters. I think they were both hanged to death by the Britishers.
Ma'am, actually, it's on October 24th, 1801, they were hanged.
Okay.
Really, salutes. What a great
Great
sacrifice.
salutes. Yes.
Really.
They were actually very brave, and their love for the temple, Kaliyarkol temple, was so much that the last wish was their heads to be buried under the temple, so that they could always see the temple's tower, Gopuram.
Okay. Thank you, Aditya. Vishruta, you want to say something? Anything you prepared?
Ma'am, I want to say an essay.
Read out something about?
Ma'am, Rajaraja Chola was a conqueror, temple builder, and one of the greatest emperors of India. As an able king, Rajaraja Chola ruled for a period of 20 years, achieving so many victories that when he died at 1014 AD, he was beyond dispute of the Lord Paramount of southern India. In 1010, Raja built the Grand Brihadiswara temple in Tanjore dedicated to Lord Shiva. The temple and the capital acted as a center of both religious and economic activity. It is one of the largest temples in India and is an example of Dravidian architecture during the Chola period. The temple turned 1,000 years old in 2010. The temple is a part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site known as the Great Living Chola Temples. The temple was built by him on a command given by Lord Shiva in his dream. The temple is a testimony to the Chola power and wealth at the time of the Rajaraja Chola I. The stories of Rajaraja Chola conquest have been engraved on the walls of this temple. Rajaraja Chola embarked on a mission to recover the hymns after hearing short excerpts of Thevaram in his court. He was not only a great administrator, but he also contributed immensely to the country's rich art and culture. Thank you.
Thank you, Vishruta. Yes, indeed. Who has not heard about Rajaraja Cholan king and, how great they were. Okay, last Sai.
Amma, can I show mine? I did for King Ashoka.
Okay, yeah. I think share permission should be there.
Yes, Amma, it's there. The share permission.
Yeah, so we will see Sai's.
King Ashoka. Mama Nama Nishantaha. Aham Chatraha. Mama Mata Suhasini. Mama Pita Chandrasekharaha. Mama Anujaha Vedantaha. Ashoka was the third ruler of the Mauryan dynasty. He ruled over the 3/4 of the Indian subcontinent. His region was known for peace and prosperity. His greatness comes from the way he lived and looked after the well-being of his people. It is because of this he is often called Ashoka the Great. Amma, wait a second. This thing is stopping it.
We can
It is
see
no,
it.
Mama, the thing before what happened, that thing. It is believed that the beginning of this reign, Ashoka was a very cruel and ruthless king. He fought many battles and brought a lot of regions under his rule. It was after the Kalinga War, he began to follow the Buddha's teachings. The suffering and misery of the people and changed the loss of innumerable lives in the battle changed Ashoka. He thought that every person should also follow the Buddha's teachings. So many pillars with inscriptions were built through the inscriptions, he was able to spread his message to the people. Wait a minute.
Is there something more? I think it's
Yes, Amma. He made sure that medical care for humans and animals was provided throughout his empire. He mentioned in the inscriptions that all religions should be respected. The name Ashoka literally means without sorrow. According to an Ashoka Vadana legend, his mother gave him this name because his birth removed her sorrows. As well as his other achievements, Ashoka has to be credited as developing arboriculture in India. He was the first and possibly only person to devise and implement an empire-wide roadside tree planting policy.
okay. I think that will do for now because we are running short of time. Okay. Thank you. Can you stop screen, Sai? Yeah, I just wanted you all to briefly share something about a king. Okay, and the others who are raising their hands, please, we will see your presentation in the next session. Okay. Now, what is arboriculture? I don't know. Geeta ma'am has to tell us.
Arboreal animals means animals that live on the trees.
Trees. Oh, yeah.
Like this monkeys, squirrels, they all live in there. So they are actually when they are studying in 3rd and 4th standard, the different types of animals, burrowers, arboreal, then terrestrial animals, then aves, which is birds, flying animals like this, they learn. So arboreal means animals that live in the trees. Okay. All the tree living animals includes birds also. So arboriculture, tree plantation, that is what, this is the first time I am also hearing this word. So from the word arboreal, I understood it is about tree plantation. Thanks, Amma.
I think Amma is having some net issue. We'll wait. He'll join back, children. Just wait.
Okay, my internet issue here. Yes, thank you, Geeta, for that information. Now I can remember, all forgotten with time. So now let us go to the next part. I think Geeta ma'am can be, can start that Kaun Banega Crorepati on our platform. Prepare questions. Okay. So now next we will go to Stotram. Yeah. So Lakshmi Mami will introduce the next Stotram. So you all have studied so nicely. And what Lakshmi Mami also felt about, your audios. She will let us know about the Guru Stotram and what we're going to learn next.
Okay. Namaste, children. Amma, can you hear me, Amma?
We can hear you. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I listened to all of your recordings of Guru Stotram so nicely, very nicely. Pronunciation was good and tune was also good. Very nicely. You all have done that. Very good. And those who are not done, you can practice and try to post it in the group. Some 2, 3, 4 are have not done, I think. You can also do that. Guru Stotram is very important for everybody. And as Amma said, every Thursday you can chant this full Guru Stotram after learning. Okay. Now we are going to have today Gita Mahatmyam. You know what is Bhagavad Gita? Already you have learned this 12th chapter, no? Bhakti Yoga. So that Gita, Bhagavad Gita, that is Krishna has given during the Mahabharata war, Krishna has given advice to Arjuna. That was Bhagavad Gita. So what is the glory of that Gita? This stotram is about that glory. It is composed by our Guru Adi Shankaracharya. Okay, let us learn this Gita Mahatmya. Who is going to do repetition?
Okay,
First.
Jayanandan, are you ready to?
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody will get a
Yes.
turn. We'll start with Jayanandan.
Yeah. Okay. Gita Shastramidam Punyam
Gita Strasmitam Punyam.
Shastram. Gita Shastramidam Punyam. Gita Shastramidam Punyam.
Gita Shastramidam Punyam.
Yappatet
Yapate
Prayatah Puman
Prayata Puman.
Vishnu Padamavapnoti
Vishnu Padamapotni.
Padamavapnoti
Vishnu Padamapotni.
Bhayashokadivarjitah.
Vayashoka Divardichaha.
Good. Once more you repeat. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Gita Shastramidam Punyam
Gita Shastramidam Punyam.
Yappatet Prayatah Puman
Yapate Prayata Puman.
Vishnu Padamavapnoti
Vishnu Padamapotnoti.
Padamavapnoti
Vishnu Padamapotnoti.
Bhayashokadivarjitah.
Vayashoka Divarjitaha.
Thank you, Jayanandan.
Thank you.
Aditya can do the same one again. Okay, Aditya.
Ma'am, Lakshmi ma'am is
Yeah, I am muted again. Yes.
Okay, ready, Aditya?
yes, ma'am, ready, ma'am.
Gita Shastramidam Punyam
Gita Shastramidam Punyam.
Yappatet Prayatah Puman
Patet Prayata Puman. Patet
Vishnu.
Sorry, I have a habit of
Repeat it twice.
in my Veda.
Okay, repeat.
Yeah,
Repeat, no problem.
Prayata Puman.
Vishnu Padamavapnoti
Vishnu Padamavapnoti. Vishnu
Bhayashokadivarjitah.
Yashokadivarjitaha.
Once more. Gita Shastramidam Punyam
Gita Shastramidam Punyam.
Yappatet Prayatah Puman
Patet Prayata Puman.
Vishnu Padamavapnoti
Vishnu Padamavapnoti.
Bhayashokadivarjitah.
Yashokadivarjitaha.
Next, Yashika can repeat.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Aditya. Your
Thank you.
pronunciation is good. Since you are learning Sanskrit, your pronunciation is very good. Next,
Actually, not Sanskrit, ma'am. I learned Vedas.
Vedas.
Veda. Veda is Sanskrit only. Okay. And better you learn Sanskrit also. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
This is our Deva Bhasha. For learning Vedas, Sanskrit is a must, so that you will understand the meanings also. Okay, very nice. Next, who is next?
Yashika.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Gita Dhyayanashilasya
Gita
Gita
Dhyayana
Shilasya
Shilasya
Pranayama Parasya Cha
Pranayama
Parasya Cha
Parasya Cha
Pranayama Parasya Cha
Pranayama Parasya Cha
Naiva Santihi Papani
Naiva Santini Papani
Santihi Naiva Santihi Papani
Naiva Santihi Papani
Purvajanma Kritani Cha
Ma'am, can you repeat?
Purvajanma Kritani Cha
Purva Janma
Kritani Cha.
Kritani Cha
Once more we will repeat. Gita Dhyayana Shilasya
Gita Daya
Dhyayana Shilasya.
Oh, she's muted. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Gita Dhyayana Shilasya
Gita Dhyayana Silasya
Pranayama Parasya Cha
Pranayama Parasya Cha
Naiva Santihi Papani
Naiva Santini Papani
Santihi H-I no Naiva Santihi Papani
Naiva Santihi Papani
Purvajanma Kritani Cha.
Purva Janma Kritani Cha.
Okay, thank you.
Good. Vishrita is next.
Same shloka, ma?
Yeah, same. The second volunteer. No?
Ishita, ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Gita Dhyayana Shilasya
Nityadhyayanaशीलस्य
Pranayama Parasya Cha
प्राणायामपरयस्य च
Pranayama Parasya Cha
प्राणायामपरस्य च
Naiva Santihi Papani
नैव सन्ति हि पापानि
Purvajanma Kritani Cha.
पूर्वजन्मकृतानि च.
Thank you, Vishita.
Very good. Shall
Should we go to third or we'll stop here, ma?
Time.
Time.
Okay. Yeah, maybe we can do these two once more. I can
Once
pick,
more. With
yeah.
once more.
Vedant can do the first one.
First one. Okay. Okay, Vedant, ready?
We can't see you, Vedant.
Switch on your camera.
We can see only your
Okay.
hair. Yes.
Vedant,
Yes, Amma.
you chanted the Guru Stotram very well, Vedant. I liked it. Very nice tune you have applied. Okay. Your voice is also very sweet. Okay,
Correct.
ready? Gita Shastramidam Punyam
शास्त्रमिदं पुण्यं
Yappatit Prayatah Puman
पठेत् यतः पुमान्
Vishnu Padamavapnoti
विष्णो पदमवाप्नोति
Bhayashokaadivarjitah.
शोकादिवर्जितः.
Very nice. Once more you repeat. You are learning Sanskrit? No? But your pronunciation is very good. Gita Shastramidam Punyam.
Gita Shastramidam Punyam.
Yah patit prayatah puman.
Patet prayatah puman.
Vishnu padamavapnoti.
Shno padamavapnoti.
Bhayashokadivarjitah.
Ayashokadivarjitah.
Thank you, Virat.
Very good.
Second sloka.
Aditri can do this.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Aditri also sang very well that good stotra.
Ma'am,
Take
I
a
and Vedant are learning Carnatic music, ma'am.
That's why your tune is so nice. Very good. Up to what you have learned so far? Carnatic music?
Up to the swar, taggu swara,
Tarana
ma'am.
Okay, very good. Okay. Come on. Gita Dhyayanashilasya.
Gita Jayanasilya
Pranayama Parasya Cha.
Pranayama Parasya Cha
Naiva Santihi Papani.
Naiva Santihi Papani
Purva Janma Kritani Cha.
Purva Janma Kritani Cha.
Once more. Gita Dhyayanashilasya.
Gita Dhyayanasilyasya
Pranayama Parasya Cha.
Pranayama Parasya Cha
Naiva Santihi Papani.
Naiva Santihi Papani
Purva Janma Kritani Cha.
Purva Janma Kritani Cha.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think.
Very nice.
Stop here,
Aditri.
Amma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll stop here.
Their pronunciation is very good, actually.
Very nice. Yeah. And everybody, you all spoke
Yes,
well, you answered well, you chanted well, and keep posting your audios. Whatever you feel, whatever you learn in our sessions, go ahead and post an audio, and all of us will listen to it. We are waiting. Nothing is happening in the group. So you should post questions and audios. Okay. All right. Now we will go to the last part, and which is, you all know very well, story time by Hemaji. Okay. And it is connected with all that we heard so far.
Oh, Mama.
Oh.
Namaste, students. So today we will follow the same theme as started by Geeta Mami, great historical heroes of India. So when we think of great historical heroes, one name comes to our mind, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, the great Maratha hero. Today, I will tell not the entire life story, but one incident from his life. As Geeta Mami put in a PPT, he was a great hero, famous for his courage and his tactics. So tactic is what? How he plans his wars and how he escapes the attacks of the Maratha, Mughal people, so that a small incident of his life I'm going to share with you. So we are going to hear about Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Chhatrapati Shivaji. His birthplace was Shivaneri Fort, Junnar, 60 kilometers north of Pune. Pune is in Maharashtra. He was born on 19 February 1827. His father's name was Shahaji. His mother was Jijabai. And his original name when he was born, he was called Shiva. Later, with respect, we started calling him Shivaji. As a young boy, he grew up learning all the all the talents required for a king, and he grew up to be a very brave boy. Especially, he mastered the art of shooting and horse riding. He was an expert on shooting and horse riding. One day when he was talking to his mother, Jijabai was a great inspiration to him and she was his mentor. She was a great patriot. Patriot means a person who loves his motherland, and she instilled those values into Shivaji. One day Shivaji asked his mother, "Mother, father is never here with us. He's always somewhere else. Where is father at present?" So Jijabai tells him, "Your father is always on the battlefield." There are at that time, lot of wars were going on and he was fighting for the Sultan. Unfortunately, that time, most of the states of India were under the Mughal rule. Mughal were the Muslim kings, and the kings had to fight for them. They had no independence of their own. They were under the Muslim rulers. So Shivaji feels very sad. He said, "Oh, is that so? That means we don't have our country, our motherland is not ours." So he said his mother throughout his life, he heard from her a lot of stories. She told him stories about the Mahabharata, the epic stories of bravery and, great heroes of India of the ancient times. She told him about the Kurukshetra war, about the Ramayana. And she also one day was telling him that in the Kurukshetra, Lord Krishna had advised Arjuna that you have to do your duty. Your duty comes first. And even death while doing one's duty should be dear to a hero's heart. And as a Kshatriya, as a king, what is your duty? Protecting your motherland, fighting for your right of your motherland. Shivaji was very impressed by this. And he says, "Mother, whom should I fight for in my life? Should I fight for this foreign king?" Mughal is a foreign, like Britishers were foreigners who ruled, and Mughal kings also were foreigners. Or who is my father is supporting, or should I fight for my mother country? So he is in a dilemma. What should I do? His mother correctly advises him and says that you should love your land, your motherland and the people, and do what is good for the people. Definitely you all must have learned in your history lessons, the Mughal kings came to India to plunder India, take away the wealth, and they were not treating the people well also. So you should do what is good for your people is what she always advised him. So that is what he followed. And one day the king, when he came back, he told Shivaji, he was called Shiva that time, "Shiva and your mother, please go to Pune. We have got some land and some forts over there. Please go stay there and manage." Shiva goes there with his mother to Pune. From there, he becomes a teenager and becomes a young man. And from there starts his first journey towards getting freedom. The first fort he conquered from the Mughals was the fort of Torna. Okay, this is in Maharashtra. And later he conquered the Kondana and the Rajgarh fort also. So slowly he started going. He was a young man, not a very experienced king, but slowly he started building an army and bringing back one by one forts and releasing them back into the Indian freedom. One day his minister tells him that, "My lord, Shivaji, your father has been taken prisoner by Afzal Khan." The Afzal Khan was the minister of one of the kings, Mughal kings. He has taken him and he has handcuffed him and put him in prison. Shivaji is very annoyed. He says, "We have been serving these Mughal kings and they are capturing us. Now my father is a prisoner. I will teach this Sultan a lesson." So what he does, he goes with his entire army. That time they were very good in going during night time, hiding. This was called guerrilla warfare. Hiding behind and attacking, because we were a smaller army and the Mughals army was very big. And he went and he saw that while going there, that Mughal army was approaching his fort. He said, "No problem." He fought with them. He said to his people, "Let us meet our enemy." And with his war tactics, he even defeated the Mughal army, and they all retreated and ran away and they lost. So what happened? The Mughal king was forced to release and free his father. So he says, "Okay, since we have lost, treat him with honor and release the king back into his country." The Sultan was released, but the Shah was, still, he said, "No, but I want to take revenge from Shivaji. He has defeated my army and he has humiliated me. So I will teach him a lesson." So his minister Afzal Khan says, don't worry, I will go, I will meet him. I'll go as a messenger to meet him, and I will see that I destroy Shivaji. So he sends a message. He goes towards Shivaji. On the way, it is believed that he plundered many temples, he destroyed them, and he kept going towards the Pune, where Shivaji was living. And there, the minister tells him that we get a message, Afzal Khan and his army are coming, and Afzal Khan wants to come and meet us. So Shivaji said, okay, send him a letter and say that a particular fort we will meet. Okay. What happens? The night before, a spy of India, a spy of Shivaji's own spy, comes and gives him a message that a plan has been made to kill you, Shivaji. Please be very, very careful. Maharaj, please be careful. So what does Shivaji do? He said, but he was very brave. He said, I have promised to meet the messenger. I promised to meet the minister. I will go. He goes. So he says, okay, there's a plan to kill me. Let me prepare myself. Next day morning, he wore an armor inside his dress. Nowadays, we have this bulletproof vest, no? In those days, they used to have armor made with metal chains, very tight metal chains, which they'll wear like a vest. On top of that, they'll wear their dress. So nothing, no weapon can harm them. So strong. So he wore that armor inside his dress and he left the fort. At the same time, Afzal Khan also came. He left his army. He's coming as a messenger, no? So he comes with only 2 of his guards. He comes and meets Shivaji, and he acts like he's a great friend and tries to say that, okay, let Mughals and Indians, harbor harmony, let us not fight. He talks all that, and he goes to hug Shivaji. He completely hugs him. And as he is hugging, Shivaji is very, very, aware of what is going on. He sees that Afzal Khan slowly removes a dagger and tries to plunge it into his back. But he was wearing an armor, so nothing happens to Shivaji. The dagger could not kill him. But Shivaji was prepared. What did he do? He acted immediately. He caught the dagger, and as one of his hand, he had worn something on those days, a weapon called tiger claws, metal nails. With that, he caught the knife, and then he attacked Afzal with his tiger claws, and he escaped. Okay, so he could escape this brutal attack by Afzal Khan, which is wrong. When a messenger comes, this sort of thing should not take place. They are supposed to be peace, messengers of peace. But this was a violation of the war rules, all the rules. So somehow Shivaji escaped with his complete army. They fought with this Afzal Khan's army, defeated them, and went back victorious to his fort, where his mother says, I'm confident in you, my son. May victory always be yours. He was a great devoter of Devi Ma. So she told him that, yes, you keep continuing this. And Shivaji kept continuing this till he was alive. He kept conquering, bringing back his lands and lands of neighboring kings and freeing them from the Mughal rule. And he expanded a free kingdom. His kingdom, but free, below an Indian king, not a foreign ruler. And this is what we have seen about Shivaji. Till today, he is admired for this, his warfare, his clever strategies. And after he died also, he was the inspiration for the Indian independence movement. People consider him a hero and the person who inspired everybody to fight against the Britishers, fight against the French, fight against whoever came and conquered India. He is a person who has inspired us to fight for our motherland. So that is the story of Chhatrapati Shivaji. Amma, can I ask quiz question, or shall we already had a quiz today?
Sorry, I was muted.
Can I ask a quiz question or 3 questions, or are we already had?
No. Go ahead.
Okay. So 3 simple questions, children. Chhatrapati Shivaji was such a great hero, war hero, and a king of India. Who inspired him and made him in all this struggle for freedom?
Okay, hands are raising. Did you all get the question? Read it on your screen.
Who inspired him?
Anshit, have you raised your hand for this
Ma'am.
question?
Ma'am, when I was seeing about Chhatrapati Shivaji in one of my cartoons, lifestyle, ma'am, I saw his son was also punished with the Mughal rule, ma'am.
Yes, 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 you're right.
The first one answer is his mother, ma'am. His mother.
What is his mother's name?
I forgot, ma'am.
Anybody who knows the mother? No, it's okay. Answer is correct. He was guided by his mother, and his family also had struggle.
Amma, was it Jaja? He something.
Jija Bai. Jija Bai. Jija
Jija
Bai
Bai.
was his mother. She is considered to be a lady who inspired Shivaji, the mother who inspired him to fight for his motherland. Shall I go to the second question, children? How did Shivaji escape from Afzal Khan's attack?
Yes, Jayanandan.
Ma'am, as Chhatrapati Shivaji pre-plannedly wore a armor inside him, he escaped and he immediately bet Afzal with his tiger claws, ma'am.
Yes. And thus he escaped the attack. Anybody has anything different to answer?
Vedant, you want to say something else? Yes?
And also Chhatrapati Shivaji was a great warrior at that time.
Yes,
Okay.
he was correct.
Virat?
I want to answer the third question.
Okay, we'll wait for that, for the question. Sai, anyone wants to do the current?
Amma, the second one, right? You're talking.
Second one.
Amma, he was wearing a R. He planned that he would wear a spy informed him that Chakrapati,
Afzal Khan.
Afzal Khan is going to kill you. So please be careful. The spy sent a message, and then he made a plan that he'll be wearing a armor while going. And when they were talking about like when Mughal and Mauryan can be mixed and can be in team. After that, they made a hug, and Afzal Khan was having a knife on his hand, and he tried to kill him, but he was wearing a armor, so he can't be killed. After that, immediately Shivaji killed him with his tiger claws and escaped.
Yeah, it's the same answer as Jayanandan. Thank you. Third question.
Third question. What was Shivaji Maharaj's contribution to the Indian struggle for freedom?
Aditya?
Ma'am, he fought against the Mughals, ma'am, bravely. And especially he fought against Aurangzeb and many such Mughal leaders. He stopped them from coming into the Western Ghats, ma'am. That's where
Yes.
Maharashtra is.
Yes. Yes. So he started, he initiated, no? How he gave inspiration. Anybody else?
Virat?
The contribution of Chhatrapati Shivaji was that he always thought to himself that he should free his homeland India from all other foreigner countries because they were very cruel towards the Indians.
Yes. Yes, correct. So that inspiration was taken later by other people also, whenever we had people attacking us, and we fought bravely without fear. And now we are a free country, isn't it? So we are so lucky to be living in a free country. We are not ruled by any outsiders. So this was the story of Chhatrapati Shivaji, and I hope he inspires all of you and all of us by his courage. Thank you, children.
Yes. What a beautiful life and so inspiring, no? Shivaji, Chhatrapati Shivaji, really amazing. Thank you, Hema, for sharing just one glory from his life. I'm sure there are plenty more.
Yes.
So as Geeta ma'am and Hema say, have inspired us to know more about our heroes, no? So we should not take our freedom for granted, no? We should be very active and alert and, in serving our Bharat Mata, okay? And so your time, everyone's time will come to serve our country in a small or a big way, whatever way. Okay. Now, in the next session, we will hear what we could not hear today, like Aditya had a story and others maybe wanted to talk about contribution. We'll do catch up next time. Okay, next Sunday. And one question, how many of you know Vande Mataram song? At least first stanza, you know? Okay, Vedant, okay, just a show of hands, not many. Okay, we have to learn it also, you know, before 15th August, we'll see how we can do that. Okay, all right, let's end now. Om Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritangamaya Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Thank you, everybody,
Thank you, Amma.
and see you all in the next session. Thank you, Lakshmi Mami, Geeta, for a wonderful, session. Hema also.
Thanks, Amma. Welcome. So happy. Thanks.
Okay, have a nice Sunday, everybody. Sunday evening with your family or friends. Go out into the nature and, be